Happy New Year! Woo! My voice is all crackly because I'm getting sick. Can you believe this right now? Look at me. Look at me, I'm in HD. Before anyone asks me, no, actually, my camera, light, tripod setup was not a Christmas present. I just saved up enough money, and then with Boxing Day sales, I was able to finally buy it for myself. Not that it would particularly matter if it was a Christmas present or not, I just want you to know that this whole thing here was my hard work. Can you believe that 2015 is over? 2015 was such a good year. Like, I really enjoyed 2015. I feel like in comparison to, like, 2014 was, like, a big year for me in terms of, like, events and going places and doing things. Like, I think I saw Demi Lovato in concert 3 times in 2014. And now in 2016, I already have, like, I'm meeting Dita Von Teese. I see Demi Lovato again, and then all the conventions. So 2015 was kind of a more chill year, but it was just, like, a big year for me. If I think about it, I started 2015 as a student, and then I became an intern, and then I became, like, a part-time worker, and then I graduated college, and then I got, like, a real actual job in my field and the thing I went to school for. How fun is that? And I made a lot of friends in 2015, both on the internet, of course, but in real life too, actually. Like, starting my job, I was, like, so ready for this big scary workforce that everyone always warns you about, but I'm very, very fortunate because I work with, like, some of the nicest, most genuine sweetheart people I've ever met in my life, and they just, being around them, being in such a positive environment like that makes me a better person, you know what I mean? And I really like it, and I feel like it's made me nicer, and it's made me more compassionate and more focused. You know what I mean? Like, I know the things that I want to do now because I'm surrounded by such fantastic people all the time. 2015 was also my first, like, calendar year with my kitty, and I love her to death, and so I'm very, very happy to continue to have my kitty. At first I was a little bit worried because I was like, ugh, now there's something I have to take care of. But she's my feisty little kitty, and I do love her. And 2015 was also the year that I really started, like, being intense about YouTube, you know what I mean? I had always, like, made videos and stuff before, but I think my first ever favorites video was April last year, and that was what I consider, like, the beginning, because that was when I started, like, 2 videos a week and sometimes 3 and that sort of thing. So 2015 was just, like, a big year for important things in my life that will continue as I go forward, you know? And looking at New Year's resolutions for 2016, if you have a resolution, I would love to hear it below because I just love ideas and that sort of thing. Personally, I'm really into, like, making really, really obnoxiously realistic New Year's resolutions because I'm so goal-oriented anyway. I just make, you know, big crazy goals, and then for New Year's I make more realistic things. So my 3 New Year's resolutions would be to drink more water, because as of now I drink, like, maybe a glass of water every 2 days. It's not good for me, so I'm going to drink more water, something I was already going to do anyway, so I'll count it as a New Year's resolution. Number 2 is to be nicer. I've had a knack in the past for picking, like, really, really good friends that are maybe, like, not the best. As I got older, it made me, like, really, like, bitter and really angry, and I kind of became more of a Disney villain, and I feel like I got rid of a lot of that in 2015, so I want to keep that away, and I want to continue to, you know, be nicer and maybe filter the things that I say more and kind of word things in such a way that they don't always come out so mean, because, you know, as much as I might love to watch Santana Lopez in Glee, I feel like I might not like her as much in person because she would just be kind of mean sometimes, you know what I mean? Kind of like that. And then my 3rd resolution is to get some of my old hobbies back. I feel like when I started college, my life got so crazy busy with school stuff that I lost a lot of my hobbies, like music. I don't ever play guitar or sing or anything anymore. I don't really sketch anymore, and I used to be really good at that. There were just so many things that I used to really do that I don't do anymore, and I kind of miss it, you know what I mean? So that's my resolution. So like I said, if you have any New Year's resolutions, I really, really, really want to hear it. So now time for the reason you are actually here on this video. Let's look at my December favorites. So the first couple of beauty products I want to talk about are actually products from e.l.f. Cosmetics. I know I only ever talk about e.l.f. You guys probably think I'm, like, sponsored by them or something. I promise you I'm not. But here's the thing. When I experience really, like, amazing customer service from a company, it makes me want to buy from them more. And then e.l.f. is already super inexpensive, and then they're cruelty-free and all that, so I just love the company as a whole, and then they're fantastic. So basically what happened is I put an order in during either their Black Friday or their Cyber Monday sale when they were doing 50% off, and I got the order, and 2 products that I ordered were missing. So I kind of sent them an email, like, I don't know what happened here, like, these products are not here. And so they refunded me the full price of both of those products. I thought that they refunded me the whole cart because it was a lot of money that they gave me back, but realistically, they just refunded me the price of both items, but it was the full price, so I only paid the 50% off, and they gave me the whole price back, which is neat. And then the other day, I checked my mail here, and I had a big brush kit from them as like a secondary apology present. How cute is that, right? So when I experience customer service like that, it's like, no man, this is my brand now. I love them. So the first e.l.f. product I want to talk about is their e.l.f. Foundation Serum. It says broad spectrum SPF 25 sunscreen. So on the back here it says apply liberally 15 minutes before sun exposure, reapply at least every 2 hours. Now at first I read that and I was a little bit worried because I was like, oh, does that mean that after 2 hours the coverage is going to fade? But no, just telling you right now, it doesn't mean that. What it means is just that this sunscreen, if you're out in the sun, you should reapply your sunscreen every 2 hours. The look of this isn't affected by that. So basically, when it comes to foundations and face products as a whole, I'm really not a fan of, heavy makeup look. Some people really like full coverage, and some people feel like they need full coverage, and that's fine, but that's not me. I like to make my eye makeup and my lips, a little bit more eccentric. Like, you look at me and you're like, she's wearing makeup, but I like to keep my skin looking as natural as possible. So something that is, has that serum aspect to it, so it's kind of lightweight and a little bit moisturizing, kind of like a watery consistency, but I really like that about it. And it's very, very light coverage, and it just really smooths everything out and really evens out the look of my skin overall. It's just a really, really fantastic product. I've been wearing this probably every day for the past 2 weeks. I'm someone who has a bad skin day at least 2 to 3 times a week. I just wake up and my skin just looks dull and ugly, and I hate it, and I wear this, and I just feel like it makes everything so much better. Of course, I'll go in after, and if I have a zit that I really want to cover, I generally don't care if you can see my zits through my makeup, it's fine. I have them. I'm human. I'm not hiding them. But if I really feel like I need to cover it, I will spot conceal with a different concealer, because obviously this isn't full coverage enough, and I wouldn't ever try to layer this because it's way too watery. But I really do like it. I will say, though, that I do have 2 problems with this foundation serum, and one is how little product you get. If you look in the bottom, you see it's all hollow in there. So when you're looking at this, you're like, oh, I get all this product, but you actually don't. My sister, Emily, she's Wenchfairy on YouTube, she actually pointed that out to me when she bought one of their primers. And so for me, that's dirty. I think that's dirty. And if I wasn't completely in love with this product for that reason alone, I wouldn't ever buy it again, because you do only get 0.47 ounces. But I do love this, so I will buy it again after I run out, because even though the packaging is deceiving, I do love it. And then my other problem with this is that it does only come in 3 shades, light, medium, and dark. Dark isn't even really that dark, so I have this mental rule where if I can't wear the lightest shade because it's not light enough, and then Angela Bassett can't wear the darkest shade because it's too light for her, you need to fix your shade range. That's how I look at makeup. So definitely terrible with the shade range. The dark isn't even that dark. But that being said, it is light enough coverage that I think maybe most skin tones could probably make it work. You know what I mean? Because you're not going you're not masking your face with it. It's just a little bit of a tint. So yeah, the next e.l.f. product I want to talk about is this. Their Daily Hydration Moisturizer. Now, this is the very first e.l.f. skincare product I've ever tried, and this alone makes me want to try other things. The only thing I don't like about this product at all is the fact that it is this tall, kind of clunky packaging, and then it's got a pump at the bottom. So I really feel like I have a hard time getting it to stand because it just wants to fall all over the place, you know what I mean? But I find this moisturizer to be very, very, very moisturizing, and when you put it on, I really feel like, you know how some moisturizers, you put them on and they just feel like they're sitting on your skin, I don't like that. This moisturizer does feel like it soaks in and hydrates beyond just that top layer of skin, which is something that I need and I know a lot of us need. This moisturizer, because it is so intensely moisturizing, you will be very, very shiny after you use it. You will look like a greased chicken. But most of us are probably putting makeup on over top of it anyway, so it's not a problem, especially if your skin has a tendency to be dry, like mine does. It's definitely not a problem if you're really shiny for a couple of minutes, right? I really like this. I look forward to trying more e.l.f. skincare in the future. And then the last e.l.f. product I want to talk about comes in another form of one of their little black palettes here. This is the e.l.f. Illuminating Palette. Now, personally, I'm not a fan of the really intense, highlighter you can see from space type look, just because, like I said, I like to keep my skin looking a little bit more natural than that. But these highlighters are all very, very subtle. They're very soft. See, they're all kind of light colors, but they go on really nicely. And they're really not that reflective. And I just really like them. Today on my cheeks, see that little bit of shine right there? I'm wearing this pinky one right here. And yeah, I mean, I really, really like it. And they go on really nice, and they blend out really easily, and they're not too shiny, and I really like this little palette. Now I have a YouTube maybe buy it type of product. I had seen this product come up in a couple of different YouTubers' videos, and I was like, oh, I want to try it. So these are the Maybelline matte lipsticks, and I gotta tell you, these are so, so nice. I have them in 2 colors. I have it in 660 Touch of Spice. That's the popular YouTube one. And then I have it in 665 Lust for Blush. That one is the one that I'm wearing right now. what I really like about these lipsticks is I wouldn't say that they're a matte finish. I'd give them demi-matte, so they're just not really, really shiny, really glossy, but they're not that total gross kind of crunchy matte. These are extremely comfortable to wear. I almost feel like they hydrate my lips a little bit. Like, even if I have really dry, gross lips, when I put them on, I feel better after. They last a really, really long time. You might want to reapply after you eat, and they definitely transfer onto, like, cups and that sort of thing, but personally, I would rather that than that really, like I said before, the crunchy, crusty matte lip that dries so matte and transfer proof that it's uncomfortable to wear. I would definitely prefer a formula like this, so I don't mind reapplying after I eat or after I drink or something like that, because beyond that, they last perfectly. They look really nice. I would really, really be interested in buying more colors of this. I think the color range is a little bit not exciting, if I remember correctly. There's a lot of, like, dusty rose colors, like the Lust for Blush color, and then there's, like, a red and, like, a nude brown, and that's it. So I wish there was, like, maybe more fun colors, but even still, I would definitely look into buying more of these because I really, really love them. The last two beauty products that I wanted to talk about in this video are actually both hair care products. Now, realistically, I'm really not a big hair care person. I've been blessed with a pretty naturally nice hair. No matter what I've done to it in my life, it's always been, you know, strong and healthy and shiny, and so I'm very, very fortunate. So hair care is something I seldom spend a lot of money on, but I've been really into this L'Oreal Hair Expertise Color Radiance Protecting Mask. So basically what I do with this mask is I only use it once a week, so usually every Sunday night I'll go in the shower, and insight into wheelchair life here, I don't really shower because I can't stand, right? So my showers are more like half shower, half bath. So basically what I'll do is I'll wash my hair, like, with shampoo first, and then I'll put this on, and then I'll clip my hair up, and then I'll wash the rest of my body, and then when I'm done all of that, I will rinse this out. And I definitely feel like it has helped to protect the color of my hair, and it has definitely helped to make my hair stronger and shinier, and I definitely feel like my hair is more manageable, like, the Monday after I use this. And I've been really, really enjoying using it, and you only have to use the smallest little bit. I've been using this for months now, and look, there's hardly anything gone. And I just really, really been enjoying this. This is, like, regular price, $13 Canadian, I think, and I bought it on sale at Shoppers Drug Mart for $5. Yeah, $5. And I could definitely see myself in a year, when I run out of this, buying another one because I really like it. And the other hair care product I wanted to talk about, it's actually from the same line. This is the L'Oreal Hair Expertise Color Radiance Dual Protection Spray. So basically you can use this spray on wet or dry hair, and what it's supposed to do is supposed to help protect your hair and your hair color from, like, UV damage and from heat damage and that sort of thing, and B, it also acts as a leave-in conditioner, so it makes your hair, like, really shiny and smooth and nice. Every time I get out of the shower, I put argan oil on my hair, and then usually, like, a couple of hours later, when my hair is mostly dry, I will shake this up and spray it all over, and I really do feel like my hair is softer and nicer, and I just feel like it's more protected when I'm straightening it, you know? Like, it just feels safer. I really like this, and this was basically the same price point as the mask. I feel like I will run out of this way faster than the mask because I use it so often. I definitely recommend both of those products if you have hair that is, you know, dyed so far from your natural hair color like mine. My hair is naturally very, very light brown, and I have it dyed black, obviously. So I definitely look for color protecting type products, so I really recommend those two. And then the very last thing that I wanted to mention quickly in this video was actually a Christmas present from my sister Emily, Wench Fairy on YouTube, and it is Dita Von Teese's beauty book. It's called Your Beauty Mark. I'm going to put this down now because it's really heavy. I'm already starting to, like, wreck the cover because it's so heavy. So basically this book is Dita Von Teese's, like, beauty guide, in the sense of, like, you know, your body and eating, and then, like, hair care, makeup care, and just, like, the whole enchilada is in there. Dita Von Teese is known for her more, like, eccentric style. It even says on the front here, the ultimate guide to eccentric glamour. And so Dita Von Teese is known for, you know, not really ever going into that, like, natural makeup look. She always keeps things a little over the top, dramatic, in that sense that she does the very, like, old school glamour burlesque type look, which is something I love. If you're not into that and you're more into the more natural makeup, I definitely recommend, like, maybe Lauren Conrad's beauty book. I have that book as well, and I really do like it, but Dita's book is definitely more my style. Dita Von Teese is actually someone who's been a big makeup, beauty life inspiration of mine since I was really little. I think the first time I ever saw Dita, she was in the Tainted Love music video with Marilyn Manson, and I remember, because she was, like, with him at the time, right? And I remember, like, thinking, as, like, a small kid, like 7 years old or whatever, like, he kind of freaked me out, but she was awesome. Like, I wanted to be her because she was awesome. And ever since then, I kind of, whenever I see her in like a magazine, I'm like, ooh, Dita. And I just adore her. One of my favorite things about this book is that she spends the whole first chapter of it talking about how she thinks makeup should 100% be self-expression. It shouldn't be about following the trends. It should be about doing what you want to do, looking like how you want to look. She gives really good examples about how one year she'll be at the very top of the best dress list, and then the next year she'll be at the very top of the worst dress list. And her style hasn't changed at all. It's the trends that had changed, and she was happy the whole time, and that's what matters. And I just think that's such a good message to send out to anyone who would read her book, because she's totally right. And this book in general is just like a really, really good resource. She has like different chapters where she talks to her dermatologist about skincare, and then he writes a bit to talk about what he recommends for people. She talks to like a nutritionist. She talks about some workouts. She even tells you how to fit, a bra properly. She does all of basically every aspect of life is covered in Dita Von Teese's beauty book. It is essentially my favorite textbook that I own, and I'm so happy I have it. Dita's actually doing like a book signing meet and greet type thing in Toronto at it's near the end of February, and I'm 100% going. My sister Sam offered to take me, and I'm just like, I'm gonna meet Dita. If you are going to that, make sure you tell me, and we'll just like sit there and fangirl the whole time, because Dita. So yeah, that was basically everything I wanted to talk about in my December favorites video. Sorry, it was kind of long-winded. I get excited about things when it's, the favorites video time. I just love it. What kind of stuff did you love in December? I would love to know. Also, your resolutions, like I said before, I would love to hear those. As always, thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe if you have not already. I will see you next time. Bye!